Guys, Joe here. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm making Hermit crab food. Let's get started. First I have strawberries, then some blueberries, carrots, bell pepper. They love bell pepper. Celery, and romaine lettuce. They can't have iceberg lettuce, but it's pretty much like water for them. So I'd more recommend that if you just bought yours from a beach and you're taking them home and that you can't give them real water, since iceberg lettuce has no real nutritional value. Now for their food holder or bowl, I'm using shells. I have two ones here. I'm going to use one for calcium and protein, and then one for fruits and veggies. They should have more vegetables than they have fruit, just so they have, the fruit have too many natural sugars, and carrots are extra good because they have carotene. Bell peppers are great because they have calcium, although I am putting them in the fruit and veggie bowl, not the calcium and protein bowl. And they are just overall healthier. I like to not give mine much. And then that's just the food I showed you is all just their fruits and veggies. Okay, I'm going to get a knife out. And a cutting board. I'm going to try to find the smallest strawberry we have. Where did I put the strawberries? Oh, here. Sorry. This is the smallest one that was in that batch that I haven't taken yet. So I'm just going to give them a tiny bit. You don't necessarily have to give them the smallest one, but I mean, I don't really want to eat a bunch of strawberries right now, or like a big one, so I'm just getting a small one so I have to eat less. My hermit crabs do not get much of this at all. I have 4. I mainly Caenorhabditis clypeus and then Caenorhabditis compressus, or purple pinchers and Ecuadorians. And then there's their strawberry. I like to try to not mix their food, so I'll put the strawberry right beside the lettuce instead of like on top of it. I'm probably going to give the strawberry to my guinea pig. Then here, a bit of blueberry. They don't get much of this. Just a tiny, tiny bit. I give them the inside of the blueberry, outside. They probably won't even get that much. I'm going to chop off like 2/3 of that and place dry there. This is really their first time trying blueberry. Celery. They aren't a big fan of celery, but they'll eat it. They definitely prefer other things, but like, I'm gonna go wash this off. Okay. So I'm just gonna cut it in half. They do have to be cut into rather small pieces because these are pretty hard. So just make sure they're small enough for your crabs to kind of like grab them with their claws. They can also have the leaves of it, but I find mine don't care for the leaves much. And next is their very favorite thing in the world, bell pepper. They would probably eat all of this if I gave it to them in like a night, but it wouldn't be that healthy for them to have so much. It's kind of like if you ate a bunch of carbohydrates, since they are good for you, and you ate like 1,000 potatoes, that would be bad, even though potatoes aren't really bad for you. Okay, so that's what they get. This is a lot more than I would give normal hermit crabs, but mine die for bell peppers. Okay, I'm gonna close that up and throw away the things I've used. Okay, now I have one more fruit and veggie thing for the bowl. It's a carrot. My guinea pig will probably eat the rest of this carrot as well. If not, I'll try to give it to my hedgehog. He really doesn't like carrots, but I really want him to have a healthy diet. So I'm trying to like kind of force him into eating carrots. Carrots have to be in the finest pieces of them all, I find, because they are so hard. And one of my hermit crabs is incredibly small. His shell's diameter is probably like 0.25 inches. Okay, so there's their carrot. I did just drop a piece. My table is perfectly clean, I know. Okay, so there it is. And okay, so the next thing is not exactly meat or protein or calcium, but it's just a nice treat. It is honey, 100% organic. If I go on the back, the ingredients literally only say organic honey. They cannot have any preservatives, although preservatives really aren't good for anything. They are horrible for hermit crabs, and they will die if you give them like any, pretty much. So don't. Okay. Ooh, this video is getting longer. Okay, this is the first time I've actually given them this at all. I'm not gonna give them more than a drop. A drop is like the most I'd recommend. Okay, there's some. I'm gonna wipe some off actually. That's a little more than a drop. There, that's a small drop. This is supposed to be great because it tastes like sweet and everything. I'm gonna try some. Tastes like honey. I'm not a big fan of honey. I think it's too sweet. Which is funny because I love sugar. Okay, and the next thing is 100% organic bloodworms. Omega 1 is a great brand for this because they simply just have only bloodworms in their thing. Actually, I think I'm gonna put everything in the same shell. This is a different shell than they're used to, just because their old shell was getting a bit dirty and it was time for their clean, and I was waiting. So I'm just gonna separate them, and like this half is that, you know, the other half is that. Okay. Their honey is good. It just kind of like had, it's hard to explain. Okay, and the next thing is also great. It's just a huge bag of mealworms. I give this to my hedgehog, betta fish, and hermit crabs. I mean, you know, why not? These I give to my, just to my bettas and goldfish and hermit crabs. But, yeah. Because the bloodworms are more for aquatic animals. Okay. I'm just gonna sprinkle it in. I would recommend like putting the bloodworms in already crunched up, but if you really don't want to do that, make sure they are just chopped up by sections. See if I get one here. That's a bad one. That's broken already. You can see that there are kind of lines on it, and I don't know if it's going to focus. I don't think it is. And those are where you should want to break it up. Depending on the size of your crab, you can probably go a few. And then here is some brine shrimp, another great protein food. The only ingredient in these are brine shrimp, so they are perfectly safe. I'm gonna give some to my bettas after. Maybe I'll make a video on how my bettas react. Okay. And then the final thing is meat. It's all organic turkey. Okay, so here is all of their meat. Well, that type of meat at least. This is all organic. That is extremely important. This is not raw. This was oven roasted, but just cooled after that. You know, and make sure everything is all organic and it's all safe. Your hermit crabs will really appreciate this diet more than the pet store food, which is toxic. So thanks for watching. See you in my next video. Bye. Say bye, kitty cat.